Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the literary term the lyric. The definition of a lyric is that it is a collection of verses and choruses which make a complete song or a short and non-narrative poem. And in a lyric, we find that a single speaker will be addressing the readers and he will be expressing his personal emotions or thoughts. And lyrical poems are very popular for their musical quality and rhythm, and therefore they are very pleasing to the ears, and the words can be easily put to music. And if we are going to see from where the word lyric originated is, it originated from the Greek word lyre. This lyre is actually a Greek instrument which were used by the Grecians when they were reading a poem. And the lyrical poets also, they will demonstrate specific moods and emotions through words. And such moods, they will express a range of emotions. These emotions can be extreme emotions or very ordinary nebulous emotions. Therefore, the lyric will be containing about life, love, death, or any experience one person sees in his life. And generally lyrics are very short. Why means because when you elaborate on emotions, that may result in loss of effectiveness. So in order to convey the emotions with lot of effectiveness, lyrics are composed short. And elegy, ode, sonnet, dramatic monologue, and occasional poetry. Occasional poetry means when you sing a song for occasions like wedding or death or any function, it is called as occasional poetry. All these are types of lyrics, and very popular examples of lyric are John Dryden's Annus Mirabilis, Edmund Spenser's Epithalamion, Italian Sonnet by James Defoe, Ode to the West Wind by P.B. Shelley, My Last Duchess by Robert Browning, O Captain, My Captain by Walt Whitman, Ode to a Nightingale by John Keats, and Ode on a Grecian Urn by John Keats, and Tintin Abbey by William Wordsworth, On His Blindness by John Milton, Two Blossoms by Herrick, and we can even say that most of the Elizabethan songs and poems of the metaphysicals like Donne, and the short poems and dramatic monologues of Browning and Tennyson, all these come under the category of lyric. And when we talk about the structure of a lyric, we can say that it can be divided into three parts: motive, statement, and conclusion. Motive is the first few lines of the poem, and this motive is the sudden provocation for the poet to compose a poem. For example, we find in a Ode to a Nightingale, Keats is provoked by a nightingale song, and in a Solitary Reaper, Wordsworth is provoked to write a song hearing a Solitary Reaper's song. But in fact, this motive is only an excuse for the poet to express his own emotions and feelings, because in Ode to a Nightingale and in Solitary Reaper, we find Keats and Wordsworth expressing their own emotions and feelings. And then the second part of the lyric consists of the poet's thoughts and emotions and feelings. And that is why it is stated as statement. And this can be seen in Ode to a West Wind by Shelley, where Shelley muses over the revolution. And even in the Ode to a Nightingale, Keats meditates over the weariness of life and the ease of death. And then the third part of the lyric is the conclusion. And here we find that this emotion which was provoked subsidize, and this conclusion is also a reflection or a resolution. Like Keats in his Ode to a Ode on a Grecian Urn, he reflects on the beauty at the end of the poem. And even Herrick reflects on the fragility of beauty and power of death towards the close of his Two Blossoms. And when we see to the function of a lyric, we find that the lyrical poet addresses his audience directly by portraying his own state of mind or emotions. That is why we find that lyrical poems expresses personal emotions of the poet. But the theme of the lyrical poems are also emotional and lofty, and it will enable the readers to look into the life of things deeply. Therefore, lyric has universal appeal because readers can relate their own feelings with the poem. And if we are going to see about the history of lyric, we find that in ancient Greece, the melos or the song proper reached its height of technical perfection in the Isles of Greece, where burning Sappho loved and sung. This was written as early as the 7th century BC, and here the poetess and her contemporary Alcaeus were the chief Doric poets of the Greek song. And later what happened is great poets all came and they set words to music for choirs, and they are Alman, Arion, Stesichorus, Semendrius and Epicurus. And by the close of the 5th century we find that Bacchus and Pindar, they came and made the tradition of the dithyrambic odes reach its highest development. And in Latin lyrics, we find that these lyrics were written by Catullus and Horace in the 1st century BC. And in the medieval Europe also, we find that lyric form can be found in the songs of troubadours and in Christian hymns and in various ballads. It is during the Renaissance that we find that the most finished form of lyric, that is the sonnet, was brilliantly developed by Petrarch, Shakespeare, Spenser and John Milton. And we can also identify lyrical forms in the poetry in the late 18th and 19th centuries in the poems of Robert Burns, William Blake, William Wordsworth, John Keats, P.B. Shelley, Lavater, Victor Hugo, Goethe and Heinrich Heine. And we find that their lyrics are composed in different meters like iambic, trochaic, pyrrhic, anapaestic, dactylic and spondic. And we find that most of the beauty of the lyric depends on its expression. So the poet has to choose words and the arrangements with great care. And it is the combination of the lines, rhythm and rhyme scheme which is very important in lyric. And we find that each stanza corresponds to the mood expressed, smoothness or hardness of the words, slowness or rapidity of the movements, then alliteration, rhyme, rhythm, melody, and even some irregularities get hold upon the reader's imagination and intensifies his enjoyment of the lyric. Therefore, every lyric poet must be conscious of this factor. This is what I want to tell about lyric. If you have anything more to add on to this topic, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.